If you're watching this video, your company is expanding its reach into a new foreign market. Congratulations! For many companies, the process of getting regulatory approval in a new market is daunting but exciting. There's a lot of work to do to get your registration dossier ready for submission. One of the most important decisions is choosing who will be the face of your company to regulatory authorities, assuming you don't have an office in that country. In this video, we'll tell you more about the main responsibilities of your representative and how their role differs in key markets worldwide. For the most part, your appointed regulatory representative acts as liaison between you and the regulators in the market. The duties of the representative vary widely by market, so it's important to understand the differences. Regardless of where you're marketing, there are a few things you should consider before appointing your representative. First and foremost is the issue of controlling your device registrations. Imagine this scenario. You appoint a distributor as your regulatory representative, but later become dissatisfied with their performance. Changing representatives may be as easy as filling out a few forms or as complex as starting the registration process all over again. Either way, making the wrong choice can cost you serious money in reprinting labeling, re-registering products, or losing business while your product is off the market. Next, you need to consider just how much responsibility falls on your representative. Are they qualified to handle importing or regulatory issues? For example, in some markets, they must be a licensed importer and can play a major role in clearing your product through customs. Finally, there's the issue of intellectual property. If you make a distributor your representative, you're giving them access to your technical file, which contains confidential product design information and other aspects of your device that you just might not want to share. The responsibilities of regulatory representatives differ by market. Let's explore some of the most popular regions, starting off with the EU. If your company doesn't have a place of business in Europe, you must appoint a European Authorized Representative, AR. The AR will be the point of contact for national inspection authorities, coordinate adverse event reporting, and have full access to your technical file. Your selected AR will be listed on your device labeling. Further, the authorized representative must register your Class 1 devices with the national competent authority where they are based. Next stop, Brazil. Manufacturers are required to appoint a local entity known as a Brazil Registration Holder, or BRH, to submit and hold their registration certificates. The BRH not only owns the registration certificate, but is also tied to the GMP certificate, and this role cannot be transferred. The BRH must also assist your distributors in obtaining an import permit from Anvisa for each shipment into the country. Now let's go visit Korea. Foreign manufacturers without a licensed office in Korea must appoint a Korea License Holder, KLH, to submit and hold their registrations. The KLH is inspected by the MFDS and shares responsibility for the products on the market with the manufacturer. The KLH can purchase, inspect, and import the products directly, or they can hold registrations in name only and assist distributors with obtaining an identical product registration from the MFDS. Our next stop is Australia. Companies without an established place of business in Australia must appoint an in-country representative known as an Australian sponsor. They're responsible for device registrations and post-market activities such as adverse incident reporting and recalls. Their name and contact information must appear on the device and the device label. Now let's head over to Mexico. Manufacturers without a location in Mexico are required to appoint a local entity called a Mexico Registration Holder, MRH, to submit and hold their registration certificates. This certificate is issued in the MRH's name, and they'll essentially own the approval on the market. If you were to wish to transfer the certificate to another MRH, you must have the full cooperation of the current MRH, as they have to provide a notarized letter releasing the rights of the registration to the new MRH. If they choose not to cooperate, the device must be re-registered as a new submission. Our next stop, Japan. In Japan, foreign manufacturers are required to have an in-country regulatory representative that is tied to your approval, referred to as a Marketing Authorization Holder, MAH. While many countries require a local representative, Japan has stringent requirements regarding which entities can take on this role. MAHs must implement a quality management system and be inspected to act in this role. Further, MAHs must have qualified full-time regulatory staff that are involved in the release of products from customs and are further responsible for the devices on the market. Additionally, there are two types of representatives. The marketing authorization holder is a Japanese entity, usually a distributor, submitting the application in their name. They, in many ways, are viewed by the PMDA as the legal manufacturer of the product. When foreign manufacturers register under the Foreign Special Approval System, they appoint a designated marketing authorization holder, DMAH. This allows the manufacturer to remain the legal owner of the approval. The DMAH acts as the appointed and independent representative. Our last stop, the United States. Companies without an entity located in the U.S. must appoint a U.S. agent. The U.S. agent acts as the contact for the FDA in the event they would like to schedule an on-site inspection of the facility. The U.S. agent can also assist with customs officials if there are regulatory inquiries or issues with your devices shipped into the U.S. As you can see, selling your product in markets across the globe has its challenges. Finding the right entity to act as your representative is an important step and should not be taken lightly. Ultimately, you want a representative who has a vested interest in your success and a wealth of experience dealing with regulatory bodies. Emergo offers this and more. With over a decade of global market savvy and a dedicated staff fully focused on the ever-changing worldwide medical device regulations, you can rest assured your product and your company will be competently represented. For more information on representation services offered by Emergo, visit our website, www.emergogroup.com/representation.